Welcome to Neighborly Natalie. We are here at Giving Hope for our parent company's Nexstar Founders Day, and the amazing Wild Bill Wood is with me.
Da, 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 da. You know, I have lost track of how many years I've been coming out here, but you can never come too many times because the need to feed and the need to eat, I think this year is probably more profound and greater than any time I've ever been here. It's a lot of people out here. Long line of folks who really want something to eat.
Yeah, I mean, times are hard. Everything is so expensive. So, I mean, this is why don't you go into detail as to what you do every year when you come here?
Well, I get an assignment from the boss out here, and this year she's put me in charge of the watermelons. So everybody gets not one, not two, not three, but an entire case of watermelons. So you need water, right? You know about that. You know,
it's hot. It's hot.
Stay hydrated, and if you can do it with a melon, then all the better.
And I mean, I was actually helping portioning out the cucumbers and the tomatoes, and the portions are very, very friendly and nice. It's not like they're stingy. I mean, these are all donations.
It's a bountiful box. This year I've seen salmon, chocolate milk, tomatoes, eggs. I mean, this is to feed families in our neck of the woods who really need it, who otherwise would probably go hungry, and that is a crying shame. So we want to make sure at WGNO and at Nexstar, we want to make sure that doesn't happen, that nobody goes hungry, especially in Louisiana where food is life and life is food and food is love. So we got to do it.
It's so special, and I think what's really cool is, you know, we come to work, we're on camera, and we get out in the community so we can put faces into action and all that fun stuff. But by the way, so WGNO Plus, this guy has a show, so let's promote that.
Oh yeah, it's called Wild Stories with Wild Bill Wood. We drop a brand new episode every Friday at 4. It's the best of times for the most part. I'll look at some of what I've been doing, rolling around New Orleans, traveling around Louisiana, and shining my light on the people who are already shining their light.
Well, thanks so much for talking to me and all that.
I gotta go load some more watermelons.
That's for sure. And don't go anywhere because I'm heading over to the Louisiana SPCA for Neighborly Natalie's Furry Friends. I'll see you in a bit. Ah, ah. Welcome back to Neighborly Natalie. I'm just traveling all across the Westbank today. Earlier I was out in your town in miraculous Marrero. Now I am here in astonishing Algiers community with the Louisiana SPCA, making some friends, furry friends that is, with Christian Moon.
Hello, how's everybody doing?
We have lots to go talking about. We have some furry friends who are still here looking for their forever homes, and then we do have a few happy tales, so tell us.
All right, what do you want to start with first?
Let's do the
tale?
Yes, absolutely.
So our biggest happy tales are going to be that our friend Susie Cute is out in Kalamazoo. She was transferred, so she's going to find a new home out there in the north. And then also our little orange furry friend Elmo has been adopted. So he has found his forever home.
That's
but
awesome.
We still have a few friends that need homes. Reggie, Dexter, and also Frankie. They're all almost ready to go home. So if you are still interested in them, come and adopt them with us.
I love them. You guys, you know, we were actually talking about this on camera, that I wish that more people would think to come to a shelter or a rescue first, because every single time I come by, I always get video of all the little puppers and cats and stuff like that. And I'm just baffled by how amazing of animals you have. And speaking of amazing, the one that we have today, I'm speechless. I'm absolutely speechless.
And she's a lucky number, 777. Heaven signs, but this is 7.
It is. That's
So this is 7. She came to us. She was rescued. She was left in an apartment complex by her old owner, left in her kennel in her own waste. And so we were able to save her from that, but she didn't let that stop her from loving everyone else. And she's still such a loving and caring and really sweet dog.
You know,
so no matter the circumstances, she's still the perfect candidate to enter a new home and show all the love and compassion. And she's really curious about other pets, so she seems dog friendly as well. So she would be perfect with a family with more pets as well.
She seems everything friendly. I mean, she's got a little pep in her step.
Oh, she's definitely the type of dog that will be attached to your waist. She hasn't left our side since we brought her over here.
She's a gem.
Yeah.
I just, it blows my mind that people can be so cruel to pets. And then when you meet these pets, they're so resilient. And it's like, even though they've had a traumatic past, they were abandoned, they were neglected, they don't let that stop them from
they never let that close their hearts.
Loving. It's, I mean...
Totally turned around.
Okay.
This
Now
is
she's
your
like...
best friend now.
Yeah. Look at her little overbite, her underbite.
She has the treats. I don't have any treats.
She's like, no, I feel ignored now. So I think it's clear that she will find her person and just absolutely stick with them. Hi, woo, God bless you. Would you like some? You don't like the cookies?
Oh, look at
it's salmon. I come with the snobby food.
A little treat.
So where do you think her perfect home would be?
Her perfect home, someone who has enough space to just lay on the couch with her all day and snuggle. Someone who also likes to go outdoors. She has a little pep in her step sometimes, and so she would definitely do great on a cool summer day, not a hot summer day, a cool summer day, or the clouds are out and you guys can just sit in the grass and just lay down with a few good treats and some food.
She's just cute as can be, and what are you labeling her as?
So she is an American Bulldog.
Okay.
She's a little bit on the smaller side. She's only 3 years old, so she's still young.
She's so young. But she's so calm. You'd never know it.
You wouldn't.
I mean, I'm obsessed with her.
Now, I haven't heard her bark just yet, but...
she probably has a big bark. Big macho. Don't
it might
mess
be a little
with me.
sweet bark. You never know.
That is true. I don't know. Some dogs can be very deceiving.
So you might have a little lady bark. A little lady bark.
I love her. And... anybody who knows bulldogs, they're very like muscular and stouty and like built, and she definitely has like the cutest body structure. It's goofy almost to an extent. You want to try now? You mean yes? Oh wait, hold on, I get another one. Oh, I get another one. No, you didn't like the salmon, huh? Okay, she doesn't like the expensive fish. She likes the beef.
She's back.
And she likes the chicken, maybe. You don't like salmon. I feel rejected. I think she's the first dog that didn't like the stuff I brought.
Oh.
I'm a little hurt, 7.
Well, maybe salmon's not her favorite flavor.
I don't think it is, but you know what? I tried, so that's all that matters. I feel like she's kind of the perfect dog to segue into the topics that we need to go talking about today, with it getting hot and the humidity is on the up and up. I know that with a bulldog in particular, sometimes they may have like breathing issues.
Exactly.
And so that's attached to heat exhaustion, heat stroke, and all that. So how can you know if it's just a typical your dog is panting regularly versus heat exhaustion?
Yeah, so as temperatures rise, it's very important to make sure not only we're providing fresh water and shade for our pets, but we're limiting the outdoor activity. And the ways just to make sure is definitely looking at your weather segments, making sure you're doing up-to-date, making sure that you're up-to-date on everything going on in your community. Yeah. So making sure you know how hot it is outside.
Totally.
And so especially for dogs like 7 with the flatter faces, or senior pets, or even puppies or kittens, that heat is dangerous to them. So we want to make sure we're watching out for them. We're providing them a space that's cool indoors, or if they do live outdoors, a place that has ventilation and then also shade. That way they're not getting overheated. But that's just the most important thing.
Yeah.
I think making sure you are adjusting your schedule. So adjusting their walk schedules. Yeah. Make sure, we talked about this last week.
We did.
The palm to pavement test.
Oh my God, I was mortified with that one. When you mentioned that, I was like, because there's no way in heck I'm putting my paw on the pavement, because I know it's going to be hot.
Oh, it burns easily. You would be surprised.
So that's a flat out, if you have a tinier dog, like my Gigi, she gets queen treatment and carried everywhere. A larger dog, you kind of have some issues there. So what would you actually say to people who have bigger dogs?
Bigger dogs. It's the same as with smaller dogs. Making sure if you're going out there with your pet and it is a little hotter, you're making sure you're checking the weather, go out with a bowl of water. So whether you have a little container that holds fresh water and then a bowl, that way you can always keep them hydrated. Because if we need some type of drink or bottle of water when we're going outside, our pets need it as well. But also stick to shady areas. So if you're going to the park, Stay off of the pavement, stay off of any like asphalt.
Yeah.
If you're going to a beach, make sure you're checking the temperature of the sand.
Yeah.
But just try to stay in shaded areas. So grassy areas, lots of trees, just a place where you can cool off, but also your pet can stay cool too. And then those signs that we want to watch out for. So there are a few things you're going to want to watch out for, especially during the heat. Never leave your pet in your car, even if the windows are cracked. Your car can get 2 times hotter than it is outside.
That infuriates me when people do that. And honestly, like, unless people have a sign that says like AC is on, call the cops. Call the cops.
And you know, our city actually has laws in place, our Good Samaritan law, that allows you to enter someone's car if their windows are up and the car is off, and you see not only a pet, but if you see a child in there as well, you have the ability to rescue them. So our city does protect you in those type of situations where you would not be held liable for rescuing.
I've done that. I'm one of those annoying people. I call for everything.
Or if you don't feel comfortable, you know, entering somebody's call, just call 911 and let them know the situation.
Totally.
And our officers will be out there to help and do it for you.
I mean, life depends on it. You know, you got to keep these babies safe. There's no reason to go leaving them in the car. If you have a tiny dog, I know that for me, I will actually have a bag in the car, and you know, like one that's perfect for her size, and I'll like put her in the bag and I'll bring her into a store, kind of like smuggle her in if I can. But once again, that's like kind of a toughie for a girl like you. I think I would need a backpack.
Yeah, and if you have an outdoor pet, making sure they have some type of shade, fresh water. And if you do have the ability to provide them like a plug-in fan, if you have outlets outside, plug in a fan and have that going for them. That way, if they just need to come onto the porch or your patio outside, they're staying cool, they have that fresh water, but then they can go back out into the yard and have a great day.
That's such good advice. I mean, down here, the heat is like nothing that I've ever felt before.
It's that humidity that's extrally added on to it.
It is, because the temperatures as a whole really only stay like between 80 to 90. It's the humidity levels that go from very humid to oppressive. And so
oppressive, I love that word.
It's on one of my graphics. But yeah, like you just have to really be mindful. You know, you don't want to be outside for an extended amount of time. You're crazy. I mean, I have a friend who does construction, and last summer he ended up in the hospital for dehydration. So it happens.
Seriously, and it happens to our pets too.
Yeah.
I mean, some of those signs from heat exhaustion all the way to heat stroke, which can be deadly, of course, even for humans. You're going to watch out for excessive panting, if they're drooling a lot. Those clear signs, if your pet stops. I have a dog at home. It's like when he's hot, he completely stops walking. He just goes. And he will just collapse. So obviously the collapse where they're still, you know, present with you, still active, but also that collapse when they just fall out from heat exhaustion.
Oh God, that's
And so you want to make sure you're having that water on hand. That way, not only you can give them that they're drinking, but also splashing in their face, cooling them down, taking them outside of the heat, out of that sun, but also call your vet if they're experiencing any of those problems, because it can be serious. Once it goes from heat exhaustion to a heat stroke, you definitely want to have a veterinary on call. Any emergency clinic can definitely help with, hey, you might need to bring them in, or these are like the steps that you need to take. If we are open at the Louisiana SPCA, our community clinics open from Tuesday through Saturday, 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. If you're experiencing any of those problems, although we will suggest you to go to a full service clinic or emergency ER, you're always welcome to call us to ask any questions, and we're happy to provide any details to help out.
You guys are a fantastic resource, and there's so many options over at Louisiana SPCA.
But I will say one thing else about when it comes to having your pet out in the hot weather. So for the shorter coat dogs, or like, you know how pit bulls, they're short coat? Short coat. Not court. Stay off those courts as well. They could get hot.
Oh, the tennis courts.
They get hot as well. You just want to make sure that you're providing, some retailers offer pet sunscreen, but when they have those shorter coats, they can get sunburn. Yeah, there's such thing as pet sunscreen. They offer them at some pet retailers.
Really? A spray or what?
A spray. And sometimes it can be a lotion as well. But also they have that palm element that you can put. You were mentioning that, It's like a little lotion for your palms. You can put it on their palms to protect them from
genius.
After outside exposure or right before. That way when they're walking on those streets, they're not burning their paws as well. But like I said, there are those two options that you can find at any pet retailer as well.
Do you have any of that stuff on your website at all?
Not on our website. But if you do want to support us during the summer, as we're having more pets come in, definitely shop at our store. Yeah, it goes right back to the pets. We have a campaign going on right now called Camp Paws and Claws, and our shelter is essentially the camp. So the campers are coming in, and we need supplies to keep them until they find their forever homes, and also to provide help for the next camper as well. So if you want to donate to us, you can just go to our website, or you can shop our retail store to help those pets. Technically, Seven is a camper right now until she finds her forever home.
What does that mean? Why don't you talk a little bit more about the camper thing?
During summertime, we see an influx of more pets coming into our care. So slower adoptions because people are traveling, and so many other things during the summer.
We've been noticing that already, and it's making me super frustrated with the pets that we've had on the show. They're still here, and I'm baffled.
And so right now we're already at capacity. And so right now we did this campaign to say, hey, our shelter is a camp. We're providing enrichment, and we're also food, shelter, coolness from the summer. But we essentially want to find them homes. So not only do we want to help them find homes, we want to provide the resources that they need that are essential for their care here. That way they can make it to those forever homes. So you at home, if you want to support Camp Paws and Claws of the Louisiana SPCA, just go to any of our social channels or our website, and there's more information about how you can donate to help our campers while they're here, for the next campers coming in, and the campers that we're sending out into their forever homes all summer long. Help us keep camp open, right?
Yes, please do. And please adopt, don't shop. Adopting will seriously change your life. Like, I'm just hanging out with Seven right now, and I'm like, girl, don't tempt me, because I have a dog. And this is like the first of many times that I am feeling that way, because she's just such an extraordinary dog. Seven, come here. She keeps looking at people inside, so she's getting a little sidetracked.
Oh, she loves to talk to people. That's another great thing about her.
She's a social butterfly. I mean, once again, she's a dog that's been through like a traumatic life event, but it doesn't stop her from loving again. It's like the most inspirational, encouraging thing ever. And she's just so chill. She's for anybody.
She's just having the blast out here.
As long as you're willing to like give her a forever home, because it is a forever commitment. That another thing that drives me crazy is people who will get a pet as a puppy, and then when they're a senior, they're like, I can't do this anymore. That's not how this works. It's forever.
You're locked in. This is your best friend.
And you will be locked in. Look at her little, look at her little underbite. I'm so obsessed. Please, somebody adopt Seven here at the Louisiana SPCA. Adopt, don't shop. Come check out the other pets. Oh, also the cats, Reggie and Otis, still looking for forever homes. Still cute as
they look
can
like
be.
twins, so if you want two cats that look the same or are super friendly,
they like
Reggie
friends.
and Otis.
Please do that too. We got to get another happy tail for them. Also Dexter and all the other babies. Check out the Louisiana SPCA if you are looking. And don't go anywhere because we have more Neighborly Natalie on the way, specifically with What Up, NOLA? Welcome back to Neighborly Natalie. This is the portion of the show called What Up, NOLA, where you, the viewer, directs the conversation and you basically let me know what you want to go talking about. So every single week on my Facebook page, I will go posting something, usually with a little goofy, natty emoji like this, where I am going to go asking for your questions, comments, and sound offs. This past week, I kept it pretty simple. Basically letting you know that submissions are open, and they were open until Sunday at 9 a.m. I think that's going to basically be the deadline moving forward. And you could go commenting with your questions, comments, and sound offs underneath my posting, or I also have gotten into the habit of actually posting a story on my Instagram page at Natalie G. Parsons, letting you know that I'm also going to go taking questions from there as well. Questions, comments, and sound offs, whatever you want to go talking about. And then on Saturday nights, I changed the time a little bit for the latest one, for a Facebook Live where I talk all things weather, also Neighborly Natalie, What Up, NOLA, and other fun stuff. And you can also go giving me your questions, comments, and sound offs over on right under the Facebook Live. That usually starts, I'm gonna go doing it moving forward at 7 p.m. instead of the initial 7:30 time. I figure the later that I go, the less participation I'm gonna get. But so you have 3 different ways of letting me know what you wanna go talking about. First thing that we have, it is a fantastic weather picture coming from Seth out in actually Clear Lake, Iowa, okay? We have participants all across the country at this point in time. So this is a picture of the moon, and this was a few days after that blue micro moon, and it was called a micro moon because it was the second moon in the month of May, and it was also the furthest moon that we've had. So it was gonna appear a little bit tinier, but he got a really, really nice view of this moon. I totally go geeking out when it comes to weather images, and I can't get enough of them from you. And so if you ever would like to go sending me, whether it's any flood video, we've been getting lots of rain this time of year, or you want to go sending me moon images, sunsets, sunrises, please send them to me either via email nparsons@wgno.com. You could also send them to me on Facebook and Instagram, whatever way you want to go using, I will gladly go taking, and I absolutely appreciate it because I love to include viewers in everything that I do, whether it's Whattttt Up NOLA or if it's one of my weather reports during any of the newscasts. So get at me with your weather images and I will gladly take them. I'll give you a shout out as well, just like I did with my friend Seth here. And I can't wait to see what other images I can get from you all across the country. I mean, we had just now, with this image, we have coming out of Iowa, and I've seen some really cool images out of the Carolinas with some of my former followers and viewers and stuff out in those parts. So how about we go getting some Louisiana and Mississippi images for the next episode? Definitely love this. Thank you so much, Seth, for sending it to me. Moving forward, this is Markle. He's asking, do anchors use the prompter remote on WGNO? Show me how, and then the thoughts. So I do weather. Ta-da! This is the weather remote. It really helps me to do my job. When it comes to being an anchor, at my 2 previous stations, they actually used a pedal. So it is exactly what it sounds like. You use your foot to help you prompt. Here, we use this handy dandy remote, which I have no idea how it works because I do weather and I use this one. It is definitely thicker than the other remote. As you can see, it's significantly longer than the other remote, but this is what our anchors go using. We do not use pedals here, and being that I don't know anything about their remotes, I can't really comment, but I will admit that as a peddler, I was horrendous. At my last station, I started on weather, and then I got sidetracked, and I had an anchor producer role, and I would actually go peddling for the lifestyle show that I did, and I had a host with me, and I would also go peddling for him, and basically that would be a lost cause for everybody. I could prompt for myself, but I could not prompt for other people. You would basically be reading I don't know what. There's also a third option that you can go using, and I don't know if this is the technical name, but this is what I call it. I call it the wheelie. It's basically a spinning wheel of sorts, and that's how you go prompting. You can go forward, or you can go backwards and all that. So every single station kind of does it their own way, but here our lovely, amazing anchors use this handy dandy remote, which just so happens to look like the length of my head. Look at that. Anyways, moving on to the next question. Here we go. So this one is, what is the best spot for a Poboy, Uptown only, coming from Dirk? So I'm still venturing around these parts, and I can only comment about the Poboy that I had back in, I guess it was 2011 when I first, well, it was the second time I actually came down to New Orleans, and this particularly awesome visit was with my mom, and we ventured to one of my favorite places even to this day called Oceana, which is located in the French Quarter. So I can't really give a personal recommendation in the Uptown area because I haven't ventured there, and also being that I'm now gluten-free, that's kind of a challenge when it comes to the bun. So I took to my social media pages and I actually figured, you know what, let me ask my followers and my viewers, aka my Nat Pack on Facebook, if they could give me some recommendations. This is the post that I put up for my Instagram saying, usually I'd say Oceana, but that's the French Quarter. I'm not too sure about the Uptown area. So to my followers, where is the best Poboy in Uptown NOLA? And here are some of the answers that I got. We have Ray saying Domelices in Uptown has made most top 2 Poboy lists with Parkway for decades. Guys on Magazine Uptown has slipped a little in my mind, but is still a top 10 place for the city. The Poboy at Uptown's Frankie and Johnny's is solid too. That's what Ray is saying. And then Christopher, another one mentioning Guys, and also Frankie and Johnny's. So I think if you're looking for a good Poboy up in Uptown, I think we got a few. We got Demelices, we have Guys, also Frankie and Johnny's. So lots of options for you, and I don't think you can ever go wrong with a good old po' boy. Yummy. And if anybody knows of a place that actually does a good gluten-free po' boy, please let me know, and I will definitely indulge and report back. So that's going to wrap up this week's What Up NOLA. I love all your questions. I love the participation. Thank you so much. Remember, you can give me your questions, comments, and sound offs either through Facebook, Instagram, emailing me. And also don't forget about the Facebook Live that I do on Saturday nights at 7 p.m. to chat all things weather with you. And then also chat all things Neighborly Natalie, What Up NOLA. And then also don't go forgetting to check out the new weather show that we have called Tracking the Tropics. Sometimes I'll go making an appearance, but our amazing chief meteorologist, Hank Allen, is really holding down the fort on that one. And he's just gonna go give you everything, all the information that you need for this hurricane season, keeping you posted on any developments in our neck of the woods, things you should be keeping an eye on. And then also Neighborly Natalie is Thursday at 4 p.m. and then the replay is Saturday at 9 p.m. Thanks so much for hanging out with me, and I'll catch you next week.